how do we know that God exists? There's a lot of powerful reasons, and some of these reasons are going to be more powerful for you individually than others, depending upon the kind of questions that you're asking. But what I want to do is just briefly list the kinds of things you could explore that are signposts to the reality of God and God's existence. I also want to encourage you to look up Romans 1:19 and 20, which talks about that the heavens, that there's knowledge available of God's invisible attributes that are clearly seen through what's been made, that there's evidence for God in just looking around creation, nature, humanity, and everything else. So here's a list of some evidences that point in the direction of God. First, the origin of the universe. We know that the universe had a beginning. Second would be the origin of life. How do you get to information in DNA? Another would be fine-tuning of the universe and the laws of physics and all the different constants that have to be precisely the way they are to be a life-permitting universe. Then there's the question of the origin of consciousness or the soul or mind, that it's not just material stuff that exists, there's immaterial stuff that exists. And then you've got moral law, like where does right and wrong come from? That points in the direction of God as well. Then you have the origin of evil and right and wrong. That actually points in the direction of God, because if there's a way things are supposed to be that's good, then a departure from the way things are supposed to be is evil. Well, that assumes a standard of good. Where does that come from? You've also got historical evidence for the life and person of Jesus of Nazareth, his claims to predict his own resurrection, his claims to be the Son of God, the Messiah, the Son of Man. You've got the reality of Scripture, the historical reliability of Scripture, the existence of Scripture and the survival of Scripture through the centuries. You've also got personal experience, and you've also got the power of transformed lives. Those are just some of the many reasons that we can be confident that God exists and that God is real.